If you're looking to make money on YouTube and you're trying to find what is best for you, what niche you need to pick, this video is going to be for you. Okay, I've spent years on social media and on YouTube looking for the right avenue to go into so that I can make money. What market works for me? I've done digital products, I've done Forex, I've done multi-level marketing, I've done building websites. I have tried to dibble and dabble in just about everything. And the one thing that I want to tell you guys, there's some other things, but one thing in particular is that you have to learn how to vet. You have to learn how to do your research. And you have to use your discernment, because on social media, everyone is giving pretty decent information. If you think about it, a lot of the information that you're getting, you can watch 10 different videos and they're giving you something that's key for you to use in like a practical way of doing something, right? They're showing you, oh, use this particular website, or hey, this is how you create this sort of template. They're giving you something practical. Everyone on social media, or not on social media per se, but everyone who is trying to teach you about how to make money online, they are giving you a piece of the puzzle, right? It's not as if they're just giving you information and like they don't know what they're talking about, or it's not helpful. All the information is helpful. The thing about it is that when we decide to go into looking into trying to make money, we're trying to find that one person that's going to give us all the information that we possibly need to move to the next level. And what we have to figure out is you have to fail a lot of times. You have to do as many things as possible to see what you actually like, where your skills are, and what's actually popping in the market, like what's actually working in the market. Okay, at the time, multi-level marketing, or people trying to referrals, those type of programs were super big. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not anymore, but those were super big. Trying to enlist other people into a program and build on top of that and build on top of that, that was huge for a while. And I had joined those things, but I felt so bad trying to go into those avenues, simply because I wasn't actually selling a product, and I was just selling, I don't even know. I feel like people were trying to sell a community, but only the people at the top were really successful and not the people at the bottom. And I say that to say, you have to pay attention. Like when you're on YouTube, let's talk about YouTube in particular. When you're on YouTube is pushing out all these creators that are trying to, especially if you're in the educational part of it and you're trying to learn how to make money online. Okay, look into all those different ways and try them. Take a month. I mean, I think it would take at least a little bit longer for you to really know what works and what doesn't. But even if you take a month, you can realize, oh, okay, I don't have fun doing this. I don't really like doing this. Or I got really good results from this. I don't really like it, but I'm willing to keep doing it simply because it's giving me profit. It's showing me a return on my investment. And I think that we fall into the rabbit hole of listening to creators say, that person's lying. They're trying to reel you in and give you this information, but that's not exactly how you do it. That's how they keep reeling you in. That's exactly how they keep reeling you in. You'll watch 5 different videos that are like, oh, this person's doing it wrong, or this person's doing it wrong. And so you're like, okay, so then who's doing it right? You're doing it right. You have to figure out who you align with the most. What business practice works for you. And only for you. You might have 2 different people who teach you how to create an ebook course, right? One person's telling you how to make the actual ebook. The other person's teaching you how to create the website and promote it. You see what I'm saying? Those are the only 2 creators that you would need. Those are the only 2 people that you need to listen to help you help you learn how to make money online, as far as creating the ebook course or something like that. Ebook and a course. But if you listen to too many people, it'll drown you out, and it'll make you not want to do it anymore. I'm telling you. and you get lost in the sauce of like all those people who are like, I found the best way for you to do this, or this is going to be the best way for you to make money, this is going to be the best. And you're just like, I thought you said this was the best way. You know, like them creators that are making all these videos about how to make money online, 10 videos in a row, they're like, this is the best way. No, this is the best way. Now, mind you, the best way that they're making money, we don't necessarily know, but on YouTube, they're killing it. They're making money. They're making money because you keep watching this. You keep watching every single video. You don't even know, you can't niche, you not necessarily niche down, but you can't use your discernment and figure out like what is going to actually work for you. Don't spend a whole 2, 3, 4, 5 years, jumping from so many. I'm telling you, I found out about making money online back in 2018. Back then I was like, you know what? I do not want to work. I was going in, talking to my bosses, and like, I could just tell, I could feel the air in like the way that people and like management started to treat me. I just started feeling like, man, people really don't appreciate, like a lot of these jobs, they don't appreciate their workers. They don't appreciate their employees, but you guys already know that. And so I just started looking. I'm like, what else is out there? What other avenues can I make money with? Like, and they were talking about making money during doing Forex, stocks, creating ebooks, selling courses, Printify, making products and selling Etsy, all this stuff. They were talking about so many things. In my mind, I was so mind blown by all of the stuff that they were talking about, because I'm like, I've never heard of anyone doing any of this stuff. I've been a consumer for so long. I didn't even know what it was like to be a producer. And when I started making money on the other side and not being the consumer but being the producer, I was like, listen, I was like, I can make money like, okay. So anyways, fast forward. The one thing that hooked me the most was Forex. I was so drawn into Forex because I was like, okay, you can just put in $5, $20 and make back $1,000. Now, back then I was a little bit unrealistic about the results that I would get, because I was watching people who were like trading during NASDAQ and trading NASDAQ or trading during like the first of the month and making like, thousands and thousands of dollars. So I seen money in like, and I remember I just started investing like $20, and that quickly started to dwindle because I like home life like sucked. My marriage at the time was like on the rocks. I couldn't keep a job. Like it just was not it. I knew I wanted to do it, and I knew I had learned strategy so easy, so fast, but I just couldn't focus enough on it. And there was a lot of doubters around me, and it was like, oh, you can do it? Okay, well, I need to see some results. And it just wasn't working. So I put that on the back burner. I started going into in that time, there was my econ. And that was, they were selling credit report, like not selling credit reports, but selling, credit repair reports and stuff like that. They can repair your credit and all that stuff. So I was trying to sell stuff like that. I went into multi-level marketing, trying to refer people to certain programs. Those didn't really work out. So, in between, I'm still working jobs. I'm working jobs, quitting jobs, getting fired, all that. And so I actually transitioned into ebooks, and I still do that to this day. I don't know. I think it's like therapeutic for me. And I sat and I would just write ebooks, create templates, create books, all that stuff. My first ebook that I created was the alphabet of affirmations, and I'm so proud of that ebook. I'm so proud. It's for kids, it's for adults. And it was for me at the time. I was into affirmations. And this was this was recent. This was about 2022. I was into affirmations because I was going through such a tough time, and I just need to speak a lot of positivity into my life. And so I just created that book. And I was super, 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 super proud of it. And I just continued to make ebooks after that. Then I got into wanting to make courses and stuff like that, like make my own courses about like, healing and growth, self-development, things of that sort, the things that I was going through myself. But I realized, like, okay, this is a slow process. You know what I mean? Doing tarot readings and stuff like that, and making money, but I'm not making the type of money that I want to make. Like, I want to make real money. I was proud of the fact that I was creating my own things and I was selling my own stuff, my own effort. You know what I mean? But I wanted to make more. So I'm like, throughout that time, I'm still focused on Forex. You see what I'm saying? So I'm watching videos about people teaching me how to do Forex. I'm watching videos about people doing digital marketing, selling courses, creating ebooks, creating just all the stuff. And I'm still going back and forth. I'm like, what do I do? I'm still trying to make content for YouTube, TikTok. I'm just doing everything at this point. But I got to a point where I realized, okay, I'm scatterbrained. I'm thinking I'm doing too much. And then I keep watching these creators and they're just like, no, this person's doing this wrong. No, this person's doing this wrong. Maybe you should do it this way. And I kept falling into that trap. And so I would stop what I'm doing to focus on, something that someone else. And these are creators that you respect. You not rely on, but you respect what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you've used some of the information that they've given you, you're like, okay, this kind of works. So you're trusting that what they're saying is true. So if you're watching 10 plus creators and you're hoping that you're going to get some, valuable information, you might be getting some valuable information, but how you're applying it, that's what's going to get you the results that you want. And if you're not applying it because you can't apply it, because you're watching too many people give you information, okay? You got to stick to something. You got to work. You got to say, okay, this creator's teaching me this creator's teaching me this. I'm going to stick to those two creators. If you want to watch people for entertainment or support their channel, okay, do that. But you have to use your discernment and really pay attention to what you're consuming. And so this year I buckled down. I was like, you know what? I really want to make YouTube work, right? Because YouTube's going to be around for a while. I want to be able to put videos up, and I want my kids to see this when they get older. Like, what was my mom dealing with? What was she learning and growing through? And my channel is a lot about self-development, working through my anxiety, depression, sadness, just life, and it's called Life Lessons. But I also said, you know what? I'm also going to stay invested in Forex and stocks, because guess what? That makes money. They've been doing that for decades, and they're making, top people are making money, small creators are making money. And I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I can, buy, sell, put, call, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the concept doesn't go over my head. But you do have to focus. You do have to do your research. You do have to zone in. And you have to not be so scattered, because if you're scattered, then you're scattered. And you have to have your emotions in check when you're dealing with stocks and when you're dealing with money. It feels like a gamble when you haven't done the proper work in order to, know what you're doing and know what you're talking about and know how to invest. Okay. And then tarot is therapeutic for me. So I continue to do tarot because I don't expect money. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? People donating or, making money from my tarot readings, but I'm not expecting to make, live a lifestyle based off of my, money that I'm making from tarot. You see what I'm saying? Like, that is a part of it's like therapy for me. You know what I mean? I learn things about myself. I get to teach other people about what's going on, all of that stuff. Like, I love it. I like to motivate and then inspire people to be better and change and stuff like that. I love that. That's why I do tarot. And so that's become my hobby. You see what I'm saying? So as I've continued working on myself, I've started to really align myself with what I believe matters and what I truly want to do, instead of jumping from thing to thing and just oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like the content creator Dodash and Dante London, they're big creators right now. Well, not big creators, they're small creators that have been blowing up as of late, making really good money on YouTube, and they vlog their lifestyle and they talk about what they got going on in their life and stuff like that. And they blew up real quick. I mean, they've been doing this on YouTube for years. They've been putting in the work. So I'm not saying that. They've been putting in the work for a very long time. But They've just recently started blowing up. And I see this and I'm like, the me back in the day would have been like, you know what, let me stop everything that I'm doing right now and let me do what they're doing, because they're making money right now. I'm about to change up what I'm doing. I'm about to start vlogging my lifestyle. And I'm like, no. That's working for them right now. That's great. You know what I mean? Whatever they're doing, that's great. But that's not something I want to do. Am I going to keep trying to change every avenue that I'm on simply because one avenue is going to get me to money faster? No, I'm not going to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to take even longer to get there, because it's not genuine. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. So I was like, all right, I'm not even going to do that. Like I said, I'm staying consistent. Been posting on my TikTok. I'm almost up to 2,000 followers. And I've gotten a couple hundred in the last, month or two. I've been grinding, making sure I continue to post my content, making sure I make some valuable content to put out. My YouTube, I told you I want to keep pushing. So I've scheduled dates, so that I can put out the video. This particular video I'm going to put out, but I'm going to make sure I edit it. I'm going to make sure that I upload it properly online. And I'm putting it at a set time and date that I'm going to upload it, instead of just willy-nilly. Oh, I feel good today, I'm going to upload. Or, I don't feel good today, I'm not going to upload. No, I'm going to make sure I have a set schedule and I make sure I upload. Instead of trying to make a video every single day, I'm going to make a valuable video that I can post once a week. You see what I'm saying? So like I'm making necessary changes, and I think that's exactly what you have to do if you want to be able to benefit from something that you're doing. You want to benefit from at least something that you are investing all of your time and energy into. And if you're trying to, you're doing too many things at once, I promise it's not going to work, or it's going to take a very long time. Okay. So, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope that gave you some sort of insight. Because this is this is me driving. My bad, y'all. I got super excited telling you guys about this, and I'm like, girl, you gotta go to work. Go to work. I was supposed to go into Dollar Tree so I can get me a notebook so I can start fresh with my notes. But that's all good, because I got tons of notebooks, and I got a lot of paper at the crib. So we're not gonna worry about that right now. But I hope this was helpful, you guys. Like I said, if you're young, then there's a lot of, you're going to have to go through a bunch of things to figure out what works for you. Like, go through multiple avenues to find out what you like, where your skills are at or talents are at, what you feel comfortable waking up doing every single day. Like, you got to find that. If you're older and you have dibbled and dabbled, narrow down to the one where you've seen some results from, right? Something that you've seen some results from already. Something that, you can stomach doing at least twice a week. I mean, and you guys are like, twice a week. Like, listen, zoning in, changing what you're already doing. If you ain't been doing nothing, or you've been scatterbrained, and every single day, 7 days a week, you're doing, 20 different things. If you zone in and do something 2 times a week, that is going to change it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything, whether you know it or not, whether you want to believe it or not. It's going to change everything for you. Like, for real. It's going to change everything for you. And so I'm telling you, focus on that one particular thing. One particular thing, maybe two. I've gotten to the point where I've been able to say, okay, I can do TikTok, I can do YouTube, I can do Forex and stocks, I can do tarot, I can do those things because it aligns with my schedule. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do tarot at night. I can do the best readings for the collective at night when I'm calm, when I'm clean, when my kids are asleep. I can put out the best readings. I can put out multiple readings. I get the most views, I get the most subscribers and follows at night. Not at night, but when I post from the nighttime. If I post in the morning, I'm telling you, my videos and my readings are not as great. Or I don't get as much engagement. So that works for me. Forex and stocks. I used to be a scalper. I used to be someone who would just scalp the market. You know what I mean? I'm just find and pick, small plays here and there. And I still kind of do with stocks and with Forex. However, I am leaning more into day trading, and hopefully we'll move into swing trading. I made the most money from a swing trade, actually. I made the most money from a swing trade that I made. And I made about $900 from a swing trade that I made. And I wasn't even paying attention. I was doing an Instacart one day, and I decided to check my account, and I was up like $400 or $500, and I was lit. I was so proud of myself. But as you can see, you guys, I'm not making a crazy amount of money online. I'm not, but I'm so proud of myself that I've even been putting my best foot forward and even making something online. Like, you know how good that feels? Even if I'm making $5, $10, $15, I don't care. Like, I'm going to clock in to work at a job. I'm going to clock in and make someone else money. I can't believe, and I'm going to say this, I feel like I'm going to make another video about this. I love what I do. I love being able to support people and take care of people and help people. You know what I mean? I do different things depending on who I'm working with. You know what I mean? As far as bathing, as far as all kinds of stuff. I don't want to get too personal, but I love it. But I realized from some of these jobs that some people they want maids. You know what I mean? They want butlers. They want people to wait on them hand and foot. They don't even need help. When it comes to their health, they just don't want to do something themselves. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? I didn't come this far, work this hard to become the person I am today, to become someone's butler or to become someone's maid. I did not. I did not. And a part of it's my fault. You know what I mean? I've been to college multiple times, and I've yet to succeed in getting my securing a degree. Because, bruh. So, I say all this to say, you know what I mean, you guys, zone in. 2025, I know we say this every single year. 2024, we're going to zone in. 2025, we're going to zone in. 2026, we're going to zone in. No, we are zoning in right here, right now. I used to be the person that had to wait until the perfect time. I'm going to wait until the first of the month and I'm going to start over. Or I'm going to wait till Sunday. I think Sunday's a perfect day. It's Tuesday. If Tuesday comes and the week has already been shit for me, guess what? I'm literally going to tell myself, I'm just going to wait till Sunday and I'm going to restart. I tried stopping smoking. I tried to stop smoking cigarettes. And you know what I said to myself? I was like, I'll just wait until the first of the month, or I'll smoke the rest of these cigarettes and then I'll start over. No, you have to start when your mind is already fixated on doing something. You have to start at that moment. If you convince yourself, if your mind is telling you, I'm going to do this, and then you have the nerve to convince yourself that I'm not going to do that. You're literally convincing yourself that you don't need to do it. You shouldn't do it. You have to wait. Like that's a habit. That's a habit that you're creating within yourself. I'm going to wait to do this at a better time or a later time. For what? How does that help you? It doesn't actually help you at all. It doesn't help you at all. It actually makes things so much more worse for you, because, it's like you're communicating to yourself that you don't take yourself serious. you don't take yourself serious. But then somebody else will come around and they'll be like, maybe you should do this. And then you jump on the bandwagon. Like, you gotta be your best friend. You gotta show up for yourself in a way that, like, other people can't. Like, that's a fact. And the reason why certain people can't show up for their friends, they can't show up for their kids, is because they can't show up for themselves. I would know. I was that person. I still think I'm that person. I still think I'm such a work in progress. Like, showing up for myself, bruh. I used to scream that I was showing up for other people. I was screaming like, I'm showing up for these people, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And it was like, you're doing a lot for these people, I guess, but you're not doing a lot of what they need. And you can't do a lot of what they need because you haven't done enough for yourself. So how can you go out of your way to support somebody when you ain't even started supporting yourself? You know what I mean? People start looking at you crazy like, you did all that for that person, but you still in that position. I'm kind of shaking my head at you because I'm a little confused at what's happening. So y'all zone in. I'm gonna make some more videos if you guys want to hear me talk about other avenues that I've done. I've created lots and lots of like ebooks and templates and stuff like that for Printify and shirts and merchandise and stuff. Excuse me. I've started creating courses. Like I said, I do stocks and Forex and stuff like that. Really good at tarot. And I found my own lane. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do what makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like, I've spent for so long trying to do things that other people like loved and like to do, and I always try to do what's trending and I'm never happy. But I'm actually happy with what I'm doing right now. So yeah, this is my hopefully this was educational and helpful and supportive and all that thing and all those great things that you like to know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Have a wonderful day, guys.